The Washington Redskins and the Kansas City Chiefs. This is taken at his 4. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The former Indiana Hoosier here, Tevin Coleman. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know, you know better than I, he has the ability to take over a game. So what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels. Because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
Coleman now. And he'll get about 3 as he takes this up near the 25.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive. So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9. From the gun, it's Mahomes. And it's complete to Kelsey. And they'll get it out just short of the 45 at the 44. And the play goes for 19 yards. Gives them a new set of downs. Now a play fake here on 1st down. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on at 2nd down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Here we go. Blue 45. Blue 45.
They'll toss it to Coleman. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line. Give him 3 on the play, and just like that, it's 3rd down.
We've called a lot of games, but we don't normally talk about inside linebackers being that fleet of foot, do we?
No, he was able to get outside there to make that play.
Yeah, and you know what makes them faster? Their ability to read plays, understand what offenses are trying to do, and put themselves in proper position.
Here we go now. Green 90. Green 90.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. And he's got his receiver. That's Sammy Watkins. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go up and make the tackle right away.
He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They go play action here on first down. It's brought in here by Willie Snead. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Off play action. Bruce on the move to his left. Now he'll throw deep left side. So they took a shot on first down but couldn't connect.
A lot of contact there, but there was no way it appeared that he was going to get a flag on that one. Looking for it, but he wasn't going to get it. And as an ex-defensive back, you love it when they let you play and jostle downfield.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take it across the 50 and into Chief territory. They get 6 here after the incompletion, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 4.
I can't help it. Every time I see Eric Berry make a play, as we just saw him make a tackle there, I just want to stand up and applaud.
Because he went to Tennessee like you?
Well, that doesn't hurt one bit, but how about the comeback? I mean, he came back from beating cancer and getting back to Pro Bowl level, one of the best players in the game.
Back to throw. Bruce. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that one incomplete. Had some position but couldn't hold on, and it brings up 4th down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
So on 4th down, the Redskins will call on Tressway to punt it away. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And the Chiefs are going to take over with a long field ahead and a 1st and 10. And out come the Chiefs now. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
Back near his goal line. Here's Mahomes going for the deep ball. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 49. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10. Now a handoff looking right. And he's going to take this one down inside the 45. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
And they'll go with a ground attack here. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3.
Now let's go. 3-19.
From the gun, Bruce. Caught by Snead over the middle. And he will have a 1st down as they get him to the ground at the 37. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Off the play fake. Bruce. Throw left side is complete to Reed. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
Well, they were unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Clock running under a minute to go in a scoreless first quarter. Off play action. Bruce. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And I think the Chiefs have it. They do.
With no running backs in the backfield to help pass protect, all the receivers in their patterns, it's going to be hot routes. If they sense a blitz or pressure on the quarterback, they've got to be prepared to break routes off early and get the football. In this case, never even had a chance. They popped the ball free in the backfield.
They'll start out on the ground with Coleman. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Coleman. Now a loose football. Coleman lost it.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin as the Chiefs in possession of the football as we begin the 2nd quarter. They're facing a tough spot, 3rd and 8 here to start things out. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. Flushed out right. And going deep for Hill. So they took a shot there on 3rd down. Couldn't get it. Now it's 4th.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
And he'll find some room to get this up to about the 14. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
And that run there does nothing but juice up the guys who are moving the football. I mean, if you're an offensive lineman, people running it, actually the guy calling plays, you're almost jumping up and down in jubilation, aren't you?
And now you've got options on 2nd down.
And big-time options. You might want to think about play action and try and get something cheap right here over the top.
And they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
2nd and 1 and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the 1st down.
Off the play fake. Bruce. And he rifles one incomplete. Jordan Reed was the intended target. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. To throw again, Bruce. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18. Call it a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll make it 3rd down. To throw on 3rd down. Bruce looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Richardson. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage, and tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
Throwing on 1st down. Bruce caught left side by Hilton. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Bruce. And it's a short one here. Complete to the tight end. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion. But he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
The Redskins on 3rd down. They've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. A first carry for Samaje Perine. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. Call it a gain of 10, and they pick up the first.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that first. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, Bruce brought in left side by Snead. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. Four yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Off play action. Bruce. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
The Redskins on 3rd down. They've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Now we've got whistles here before the snap. Was this on the Redskins? I think so. So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now. 3rd and long.
Here we go now. Blue 90. Blue 90.
Operating from the gun. Bruce. He finds his target. It's Crowder. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. And they convert on 3rd with a gain of 22. From the gun, Bruce. And that is incomplete.
The one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. Off the play fake. Bruce. And the Chiefs are going to get him. Chris Jones. Breaking through to get him for a loss of 7.
Well, nothing takes a start to have a good drive quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Well, they don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On 3rd down, it's Thompson, and they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. 2 minutes remain in a scoreless first half. We're back to Arrowhead after this. And his kick is right there. It's good, and it's 3-0 as the Redskins strike first. Well, that will go down as a 15-play drive, and it results in 3 points. So some disappointment.
It's funny. We had our conference before the game with the offensive coordinator, and what did he tell us? I just want every drive to end in a kick. right? An extra point, a punt, or a field goal. Well, in this case, I think it is a little bit of a disappointment because it did end in a kick, but that type of a drive should end in the end zone.
Mahomes now on first down. He can't avoid the pressure. Redskins get there.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. To throw, it's Mahomes. Going underneath, it's Coleman. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. It's a gain of 5. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation.
Let's go.
Mahomes going to throw. He's going to air one out. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Yeah, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
Here's the Chiefs punter now as he's on here to punt it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Now it's Crowder. They'll call this a 41-yard punt, 7 on the return. And it'll be Redskins football now with a 1st and 10. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. And they had a long drive last time, but they had to settle for a field goal, and I'm sure that's how it felt to them, settling. They probably should have gotten in the end zone.
Yeah, not out-and-out joy, right? Because that's what you get when you put the ball in the end zone. But there are benefits to that type of a long drive. Your defense gets a chance to take a break, adjust a little bit, maybe get themselves ready to get back out on the field and play a little bit better. So they'll take the benefit even though they wanted the 6 points.
And maybe wore down the other defense. We'll see. On first down, Bruce. And he'll be grabbed from behind and slung down like a rag doll. Anthony Hitchens leading the surge there. He drops him for a loss of 6. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Off-play action. Bruce. Over the middle here, it's Hilton. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. Throwing on first down, Bruce. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Operating from the gun, Bruce. Complete to Hilton. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, Bruce. And it'll be intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Likely time for one final snap as they start out 1st and 10. So after the INT, here's Mahomes. And going deep for Hill. And this one is incomplete. So we have come upon halftime, and it's the visiting Redskins who have the lead here. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. These offenses seemingly still back at the hotel for the first half. 3-0 our score as the second half gets underway. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
Let's see if they do just that. And they'll go on the ground. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level, because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is well over 3 up. He's got the lane, and there he goes. Touchdown, Washington. A great effort there. 76 yards. And the Redskins are going to add on to their lead. And that run massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
And break out your calculator, partner, because his yards per carry went up significantly, right? Big-time jaunt all the way to the end zone.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead grows to 10-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. So here's the Chiefs offense ready for their first reps in half number 2. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know, at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second half?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. Second down, here's Mahomes. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Washington territory. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Mahomes to throw on 2nd down. Drops it off for Coleman. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. Now it appears we've got a Chief moving pretty gingerly down there. We'll step aside and get an update when we return to Arrowhead. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Green, 39.
From the gun on 3rd down, Mahomes going up top. This is caught inside the 15. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was not streaking towards him. Had a little arc on it. He's got to find a way to get his head around and make the play on the football.
Green, 90.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. And that's caught. It's Kelsey. Touchdown, Kansas City. Travis Kelsey, his first touchdown on the year. And the Chiefs are able to get this back within a touchdown. Harrison Bunker is on for the extra point. The extra point splits the uprights, and that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. Butker now to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And here come the Redskins now. They were able to extend their lead with an opening drive touchdown here in the 3rd quarter, but that just got matched a moment ago.
So we know that what they discussed at the half worked. Now, what are the counters to that, right? You don't just run the same things over and over. Some do, but many will also show something and then come back with something else to keep the defense off balance.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. To throw on 2nd down. Bruce. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. The Redskins on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 4. From the gun, Bruce. But he's got his man Hilton. And he will have a 1st down here at about the 40. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48. Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Bruce. Got a man out of the backfield. It's Chris Thompson. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 45-yard line. Operating from the gun, Bruce. And this is incomplete. Well, pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
Now let's go. Boom, land it.
Throwing again, Bruce. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field, it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense, because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Hurry up, here we go.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a 1st down. This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10.
Lucky 56.
From the gun, Bruce. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. Willie Snead, his first touchdown on the year. And the Redskins find a way to stretch their lead. Well, this offense only mustered 3 points in the first half on that field goal. They picked up the pace now. 2 third-quarter touchdowns.
Hey, you remember that appearance we had last week in front of that crowd, and they asked about halftime adjustments and all that was going on. And remember what I said. It's not always an adjustment at halftime. Sometimes just remembering the game plan and playing better, tuning it up and just working through it methodically. They got it done in this case.
Of course, I'll always remember that appearance because I had on a brown belt with black shoes, and you pointed that out in front of the crowd. So thanks for that.
I said that out loud?
You did.
My bad.
And he'll return this one all the way onto the other side of the field.
It's the 3rd quarter, and they're down on the scoreboard. And while no one wants to hit the panic button just yet, points are a necessity on this drive. What a great way to get set up.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Got a pretty big hole as he's down to about the 40. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Left.
And on the ground they go with a running back. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. A 3-yard pickup on 2nd and 4. Now they'll need to convert here on 3rd and a little more than a yard.
Oh, boy, I know you felt that one.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They'll let the fullback try and pick it up. This is Anthony Sherman. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going.
And while it didn't work very well on that play, defenders on 3rd and short know it's going to be a quick read. And really, the quarterback's just going to turn around and hand it off. So that way, you're able to diagnose the play and try and get to the point of attack. But when you're dealing with a fullback, it's hard to knock him backwards.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They go play action. Now Mahomes. He's going to look deep for Watkins. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, 2nd down. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary, they really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to them.
Now they try the right side here. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. Working from the gun, Mahomes. And he's going to lose yardage here, as they will switch ends as time is run out on this 3rd quarter play. We're back now in KC. It's the Chiefs with a football, but with work to do on the scoreboard. They trail as we start quarter number 4. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Now Mahomes got to have this one. And that is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Redskins defense going to take over on the turnover on downs. So out now come the Redskins. Big stop on the turnover on downs to get the football back, and now it's just all about salting this one away.
Yeah, just slowly bleed the clock away. Clock's definitely on your side. And, you know, when we talk about analytics in the game, what is this one? The advanced win metrics? Because if you take care of the football here, bleed the clock down, were they about 95% chance of winning?
Oh, yeah, I'd say 95 or better. And I know you always say it, every coach does. It's just protecting the football at this point.
And knowing that the defensive guys, they're coming after the ball more than they are the person. They want to knock it free.
Detroit! Detroit!
And they'll run it here. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and all of a sudden here it's 3rd down. Off the play fake. Bruce. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And incomplete. He can't hang on. Would have been a nice catch. Instead, it brings up a 4th down. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense now. Making their way back onto the field. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on fourth, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say, maybe makes it nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
I know there'll be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and end up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Here's Mahomes to throw. That's out to Hill, right side complete. And they finally get him, but not before he reaches the 33-yard line. Mahomes finding Hill for a big play. 56 yards. So how about this for a change in field position? From inside the 10, here's first down on the other side of the field. And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield.
The best offenses and the ones that win are ones that make adjustments. And right now, I think this team needs to open things up.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on second down. Now Mahomes throwing on second down. And the Redskins do get to him. He goes down for a sack. Zach Brown coming on the blitz. He gets him for a loss of 7. Going to need better protection here. 3rd and long following the sack from Mahomes and company.
Let's go.
Mahomes now to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
Yeah, once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
Green 90.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And going deep. This is intercepted. Picked off at the 13. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. To throw on 2nd down. Bruce. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll be taken down, losing yardage back at the 9-yard line. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And that'll force upon him a 3rd and 14. operating from the gun. Bruce. And he's going to be taken down. Sacked back at the 2. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. Here's Tressway now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. This is fielded inside the 5. Only 3 punts in NFL history have gone for 90 yards or more. You just witnessed one. It's number 4. And the offense will come back out deep in their own territory. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He's going to go up top again. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
They finally got one.
Yes, they did.
And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter.